I'm different than most of the influencers that do all the right things, have the kids, wear the suit and ties. I pretty much was screwed up until I was about 40, 45 years old.
You were.
I had a couple of failed marriages, followed by I was a professional musician for a year. I was a hippie. I had long hair and a beard and smoked weed and had a VW van and wore
Really?
tie-dyed shirts. I did. I was a real hippie. I went from job to job.
Partied a lot.
Here, there. Yeah, I partied a lot. I had my stint with drugs and alcohol. And, I don't know why everybody's scared to admit it. Everybody paints this
I'm not.
big, famous picture,
Yeah.
this big picture of how, in the world that we live in today, it's just like, I've always been honest with my followers and on my podcast.
I don't trust people who don't know how weak they are.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And so I kind of aimlessly went through my life, and then I finally ended up, working a good fiber optics job for years. At 54 years old, which was 5 years ago, I'd never been on social media. I didn't know anything about social media. I didn't even know how it worked. I had no friends on social media, and I just decided to. I got arthritis in my fingers. I couldn't play guitar anymore, and I was just like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to get on Twitter, and I just, saw the cat, just said Catturd. I never thought I'd have 100 followers. Who'd think that it's just like, it's like Homer Simpson now, Catturd. It's way beyond me. They're doing.
Wait, if I could just ask you to pause, what was the moment when you decided to make that your nom de guerre?
I just was like surfing through the web, and I saw that cat picture, and it just, Catturd. It was that simple. I mean, I didn't think anybody was ever going to follow me. I remember asking people for weeks, how do I post a picture on here? And so I don't even know how it took off. It just got legs somehow, and it just took off.
So, but why did you do it?
Why did I do what?
Why did you go online and start giving your opinions?
I don't know. Well, I've always been, as a professional musician in the 90s, you have to be good at construction.
Construction?
Because you got to make money.
Yeah.
You're not going to make it.
Sorry, I'm a little slow. I missed that.
So you better learn to build stuff. So, me and my band guys, we were builders. We built decks, roofs, built a house, whatever. And so in the 90s, you're bored, and, we played music at night. We didn't want to listen to music, so I started listening to Rush Limbaugh.
Really?
So every day we'd listen to Rush Limbaugh while we were building houses, whatever.
You and every construction crew in America.
Yeah. And it just like, I didn't even know. I was a hippie. I thought I was a liberal. I didn't know what I was still. And I was like, this guy's saying everything I believe. And it was I listened to him till the day he died.
Really?
Yeah. I was total Rush baby. And it was just like, this guy's talking exactly what I think. And I never even knew what I was until, I started listening to him. But that's how I got in. And I was just a political junkie from the first time I heard him. And it's just been like that ever since. So I got on, Twitter, now X, and just started posting. And, man, what a 5 years.
It's unbelievable.
It is.
I mean, but why did you do that? I mean, a lot of people have political opinions, but they don't imagine that other people want to read them, or they don't feel compelled to share them with the world on a social media app.
I don't know why it caught fire.
But why did you want to do it? Because you were frustrated?
Yeah, I guess so. I just, I think as an artistic, although I didn't play on stage a lot in the last years, I'd always go to my room and I wrote a lot of music. I actually wrote my best stuff then. And it was just, I need that artistic outlet somehow.
Yes.
And when I lost that, I was really kind of depressed because I'd lost my fingers. It was like overnight, they started swelling up. I got arthritis from playing guitar and using power tools my whole life. And I was just like, I just need to do something. And so I just got on social media. It's just the spur of the moment. It was my birthday. It was like 2 days after my birthday. I said, I'm going to join Twitter. And I was asking people, I was calling people, how do you join Twitter? Or how do you do a picture?
Is there a membership committee?
Yeah, what's the rules?
So at what point did it, I can't remember the first time I saw it, but at what point did you realize it was working?
I don't know. I remember after 2 or 3 months, I was working on a job in Miami, and I told one of my friends that was rooming with me at the time. We were working there. I said, man, this thing's really taken off. And he thought I was crazy. He said, what? And I said, it's Catturd thing. And he's just, he thought I was nuts. Just, everybody did. And I was trying to tell everybody, this thing's really taken off. And everybody just like, whatever. Here's the shovel. Get them rocks over there in that hole. And it just caught fire. I don't know how. I don't know how it did. And it just keeps going.
Wow. I mean, so you're in Miami rooming with another guy that you're working with.
Yeah.
On some kind of job.
Yeah. Fiber optics job. I did fiber optic construction for years after I got finished, with my music career.
And like at the point that Adam Kinzinger starts replying to you and threatening your life. Oh yeah. By the way, that would be quite a slap fight. Do you feel confident you can win?
I don't know. He's scary. I want to see eye to eye with him, so I'm gonna go get a Home Depot 5-gallon bucket so he can stand on it.
But when Adam Kinzinger himself,
who's
got he's got Ukraine to defend.
Oh yeah,
he's super busy.
All he cares about,
transitioning or whatever he's doing. When he takes time to attack you and threaten to beat you up or scratch you.
Yeah. And that wasn't my meme. I just said, I said, I shouldn't be laughing at this, but it's funny.
Yeah.
And then it made it worse. Once he does that he don't understand how the internet works. Now they got his face on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now all the time you see that meme, it's his face on it now.
Well, how do you understand how the internet works?
I don't know. I just somehow do.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So what has it done to your life?
Well, it's totally changed my life. Financially, I started selling merch, and then I got a podcast. We got Jules and I have a co-host, Jules Jones. Our podcast is called In the Litter Box. And, we got to deal with Rumble, which we love. We love Rumble. And then, fast forward to these ad shares, which are crazy, with Elon Musk. I mean, it's big money. And I bought a new truck a couple of weeks ago. I never had a new vehicle in my life, and to be able to do something like that for me. I mean, I think a lot of people, I know what it's like to live paycheck to paycheck for most of my life. I know what it's like to live like a tea bag, at the end of the work day and be so sore. I know what it's like to choose from your rent and food. I know what it's like to ride around on 4 different tires. One's got 3 plugs. One's got 5 plugs. One's got 13 plugs in it. We call them baloney skins, no tread. So I think a lot of people just I'm kind of like the Rudy of Twitter. I probably don't deserve to be there, but I worked hard enough to maybe get that one play at the end of the game.
It's the most American story ever.
It really is nuts.
It really is nuts.
I don't think there's a lot of people like my situation because, like I said, most of the influencers are. I mean, they did the right thing. Not me. I did the wrong thing. They did the right thing. They've got great wives and kids, and they've made a lot of money. They've got parents that are successful, and they went to college.
For sure.
And I'm just a working class stiff.
That's the ruling class of the country.
Yeah.
And I'm from it, so I know.
I know.
Yeah. So it's pretty amazing to see this happen to you.
It is. And
so how much of your day is spent on it?
Pretty much 7 days a week. I'm an insomniac. I always have been. So I get up at 4 or 5, and I basically do it 7 days a week, 15 hours a day.